Robertson has the call.
My question is to the Prime Minister. Will the Prime Minister explain why the measures in yesterday's budget are necessary to ensure our future prosperity?
I call the Honourable Prime Minister.
Well, Madam Speaker, I do thank the member for Robertson for her question, and I do acknowledge that she represents decent, aspirational people who know what it is like to put aside money today for tomorrow. She represents decent, aspirational people who know what it's like to make sacrifices for their children and for their grandchildren's future. And, Madam Speaker, as the member for Robertson knows, and as I suspect most of her constituents would understand, this is a budget that is tough but fair. It is a budget that asks for sacrifices from everyone to secure the long-term future of our country. Because, Madam Speaker, we simply could not go on as we were when members opposite were in charge. We simply could not go on paying the mortgage on the credit card, because that is exactly what happened when the Labor Party was in government. Madam Speaker, the sad and tragic truth is that when the Labor Party was in charge, they brought down 6 budgets, and those budgets gave us the 6 biggest deficits in our history. Sure, Madam Speaker, they forecast surpluses. They promised surpluses, but what they gave us were the 6 biggest deficits in our history. They didn't just give us 6 deficits, they gave us a further 4 deficits in prospect. They gave us deficits and debt stretching out as far as the eye can see, $123 billion worth of prospective deficits and $667 billion of projected debt. Well, Madam Speaker, not only did they give us that, they gave us a double-dip deficit, because in 2017-18 the deficit went up again to $30 billion. Well, Madam Speaker, we did not create this problem, but we will take responsibility for fixing it, and we bring the budget close to surplus in 2017-18. We get the budget back under control, which is exactly what we promised we would do before the election. But, Madam Speaker, we aren't just restraining spending, we are building for the future with the world's biggest medical research fund, with the Commonwealth's biggest ever infrastructure spend. Madam Speaker, in 1996, a coalition government brought in a budget that was tough but fair. That set our country up for a decade of prosperity, and last night's budget is in exactly that tradition.